Shabbat Shalom from Temple Concord. This week our Torah portion reminds us of the golden calf, that moment in our time when our people got so frustrated, so nervous, so anxious that they didn't know what to do, and they resorted back to the behavior of the Egyptians from whence they came. And it seems sort of foreign to us on some level, but in another way it's very, very recent and common and close to us. On the one hand, look, we don't build idols so much anymore, I don't think, and certainly most of us aren't fond of dancing around golden calves. But we do allow anxiety to get the better of us. And time again, in our interactions with others and in how we see the world, we allow our own anxiety to control us and get the best of us. And I think this piece of the golden calf lesson is so important. Anxiety is a natural human piece, but it can be controlled. And when we let it get out of control, then all sorts of other problems emerge. But if we can just find a way when the anxiety hits to calm down, to take a deep breath, to have a little bit of faith, to believe that we can solve the problem without getting all famished, then all of a sudden the world gets a little easier. And so for me, when I read the golden calf, it isn't so much about not believing in God or not trusting Moses. It's about each of us on a human level dealing with our own anxiety. And how do we live with that sense of fear? And how do we accept it? And how do we move forward? And for me, Judaism is a path that does just that. Judaism gives us all sorts of ways to live life filled with hope and optimism, and not with anxiety and dread. And so I hope on this Shabbat that you'll take time not just to refresh and renew, but also to see how Judaism can be the antidote to the anxiety we feel in our world. Shabbat services Friday evening will be at 6 o'clock. We have the joy of celebrating the new birth of a wonderful little girl, Ruthie Raylan, who is the first girl in all of her generation in her family after a boatload of boy cousins and boy brothers that she has. So we'll celebrate with Ruthie on Friday evening. Saturday morning, of course, text study at 10, Torah study at 10, and services at 11. Sunday we do not have religious school. It's still the February break, but next week we've got all of the usual activities returning, and the temple has a full schedule, as you know. We're also beginning now the 180th celebration, and you'll hear lots more about that, but lots of exciting things are going on. For now, I wish you a time to think through what it means to be non-anxious, to see how our Jewish tradition can provide us the paths forward to live this more mellowed life, this more accepting life, even with the wonderful stereotypes of Jewish neuroses, which we all love. The golden calf reminds us, anxiety doesn't need to control things. We can control things. Shabbat Shalom for now. Look forward to seeing you in the temple.